Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome back to Critics News with more updates on as you take the go. Now, the latest information now they bring on for here. I hope you guys are doing well. It is the weekend, and I hope say they enjoy. Just take out time, relax, and because life, nobody get this life. Life now turn by turn. Life just they rotate. You understand? So let's go straight to the reason why we're here. In case this is your first time, please do subscribe, share, and like. And if you are our regular viewer, please don't forget to also share this video to other people, may they know what in the happen. So, according to news, when I see the other day here, they said that the appeal court, has approved the proscription of IPOB as a terrorist organization. Do you know what that means? While I don't bust out be that too. It means that every IPOB member now is in danger. Don't enter one chance, so now waiting in me. On I know say that during the tenure of the former government, former administration under Muhammadu Buhari, now they proscribe IPOB, saying a terrorist group. So they can't carry the matter enter court. Barrister Aloy Ejimakor and all the rest of the lawyers, they can't enter court. Say say that the then Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, Malami, I think so. Yeah, say the man just used backyard. Now he takes sign the proscription of IPOB as a terrorist group. So the thing has been in court since that time till now. There has been court and court upon court. You know how court matter, they always delay. So since that time, they don't go court. And finally now, the appeal court have concluded. And if you look at if you look at the situation of things going on inside this country, you realize that the violence in the southeastern part of the country got worse these last few years now, especially after Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. The buying of people, the kidnapping, the car snatching, the criminality. In fact, it became the order of the day in the Southeast in the last 3 years or thereabout. It wasn't like this in the past. You understand? So even with these things that have been happening recently, only those ones say we give Nigerian government, the energy. Say, they see what they talk. So when people go come and say, no be we, no be IPOB, they say, Loriro. Those people, when they come out, they shout, they do those things, then they shout to Biafra. So no, nah. You understand? So if no be ona, the visitor IPOB, why ona never stop them? Why haven't you people stopped these people? Since no be ona, and ona get ESN. So why will ESN even stay in the Southeast while these criminals are still operating in the same Southeast where you also have your food soldier? I don't know if somebody, I know that it's not going to make sense to a lot of people, but this is the reality of things. When we come here to analyze things, to talk how it be, it will become a problem. But make I not analyze again so that una no go kill me with threat, or una no go come by me. Una no verse, I beg, do, I no go talk again. Shut up, don't talk. May they do as they wish. All right, so let's go straight to the point. I'm not going to talk again. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor Vows to challenge appeal court ruling, affirming that is authorizing the proscription of IPOB as a terror group. Voila, it don't do. And on I know say since when this thing they court, it can be like this and be like that. So now, as it don't be now, if there is an establishment that somebody is an IPOB member, it becomes a very serious problem. Except you are not convicted, they never confirm and say you be IPOB member. You understand? Now you go dey safe. But now when Nigerian government don't approve them, somebody go explain tire. No evidence. So which means that all these people now, if they owe you with gun, maybe you can't say, oh, you dey fight for Biafra more. A problem with that too. Serious one. So everybody needs to be careful. I'm not saying that people shouldn't fight for freedom again, but let us use our brain. Make everybody use common sense. They do it in in they do. You understand? So make I show now here so nobody go talk say na me they make up stories. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Ejimakor Vows to challenge appeal court ruling affirming IPOB proscription as a terror group. So meanwhile, Afenifere also come out tell say may they release Nnamdi Kanu. Afenifere calls for immediate release of political detainee Nnamdi Kanu, names Dele Farotimi as secretary. So all these are together, you know, I'm going to be telling you very quickly. You know how Nigeria they do now. So Nigeria, you get as it be. If this country they do well, I don't see the reason for this IPOB. There will be no need for Nnamdi Kanu. There will be no need for Biafra. There will be no need for Duduwa Nation. There will be no need for separation. There will be no need for calls for separation. But the country has failed. That is where the problem lies. You see? Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, Special Counsel for the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has vowed to challenge the ruling of the appeal court which affirmed the proscription of IPOB as a terror group by the Nigerian government. Ejimakor made the vow in a statement issued on Friday while reacting to the ruling, where the appellate court on Thursday affirmed a 2017 Federal High Court judgment that outlawed IPOB's activities in Nigeria. So it was in 2017. Remember that in 2017, I think that was the first time when Nnamdi Kanu was released. His first release, Abi? Yeah, his first release. Before the attack in his hometown, and then he escaped to Israel that time. You know, those kind of things. Before he now went to UK and resumed his agitation again. Before this latest arrest now that occurred in 2021 or 2022, thereabout. Okay, so out at the Federal High Court, that was where they proscribed IPOB. Then the IPOB Nnamdi Kanu's group, which is IPOB, now took the case to appeal court and say, no, we don't agree, we no agree. So the case has been ongoing since. Now when appeal court, which is supposed to be the settlement place, you know, say, now this same appeal court, now in rule, say me then discharge and acquit Nnamdi Kanu previously. So now we don't see the with the spate of violence and, you know, the kind of things going on in the Southeast, my brother. Hey, make a no talk, shall. Recall that initial proscription of the group was issued by the late former Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice Abdul Kafarati, following an ex parte motion filed by the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN.
You know what?
So, but dissatisfied with the ruling, okay, now see you, dissatisfied with the ruling, IPOB filed a motion. IPOB appealed the decision in the case Max CA 214 in 2018, asking the appeal court to nullify its proscription as a terrorist organization. However, the appeal court, in a unanimous judgment delivered by Justice Hama Baka, a three-member panel of the court, dismissed IPOB's appeal, ruling that the Nigerian government acted lawfully in its proscription and rejected IPOB's argument that as an unregistered entity in Nigeria, it could not be legally prosecuted. You see, so they say that IPOB is not registered in Nigeria. And remember that IPOB has their branches, registration in other countries of the world, but in Nigeria is a no-no for the country. So with that, they say that if IPOB kind of like registered in Nigeria, then we can monitor your movement, we can control you, we can say what you do and what you cannot do. So, but because IPOB is not loyal, let me put it that way, IPOB is not loyal to Nigeria, then they'll now say, oh, you understand? So the first person who proscribed IPOB is also from the north, which is that man now they say they have died. Okay, the chief judge that time. All right. Now, according to the appeal court, IPOB's activities pose a threat to Nigeria's national security and the safety of its citizens. Safety of its citizens. That's what the appeal court is saying here. But in a statement after the routine visitation of Kanu's legal team to the detained IPOB leader at the Department of the State Services DSS custody on Friday, Ejimakor stated that Kanu said the appeal court ruling will live in infamy and thus shall be resisted vigorously within the parameters of the law, municipal and international. Ejimakor stated the ruling yesterday by the Court of Appeal affirming the proscription of IPOB as a terror group will live in infamy and thus shall be resisted vigorously within the parameters of the law, municipal and international. Sooner than later, it shall be demonstrated that the judgment did not pass the muster of Nigerian constitution and the statutes pertinent to it. Members of the public should ponder this. One of the main issues we canvassed at the Court of Appeal was that the order of proscription by the Federal High Court was obtained through an ex parte application by the federal government instead of through a hearing of notice by a judge in chambers, as the pertinent law prescribed. We also argued the proscription proceedings offended the hallowed doctrine of fair hearing enshrined in the Constitution because IPOB was neither put on notice nor heard before the order of proscription ensued. So what Barrister Aloy Ejimakor is saying here is that IPOB was not even contacted. No lawyer stood for IPOB. There was no defendant. There was nobody to speak for IPOB. The Nigerian government just did their own things by themselves. They did not contact anybody. So now waiting. So the first time when Malami took it up as well, they did not also contact anybody. You understand? Now waiting Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, they talk for here. He added, in addition to this, we argued that the proscription directive issued to the Attorney General was signed by late Abba Kyari and not by former President Buhari as the relevant law required. But you see, so everything in a country you did. So this country going to use its own power because they are still under Nigeria. You know, all this one when some people, they deceive themselves. Hey, we are a sovereign nation now. We are this. This one na deceit. Now they do. Nigeria is still in charge. Whether we like it or not, whether you call me Sabutua or not, this is the real fact. This is Nigeria. We are still in Nigeria. You understand? So all this one, when everybody go come out, if you talk, they say, oh, we are not a sovereign nation. When they go come out. That's so they come out. Ojukwu fought war. You know it be war. And then the Biafra pounds was printed and used. You know, that kind of a thing. Then it couldn't stand. Nigeria was, you know, using all means. Nigeria threw everything to make sure that it doesn't work. So now somebody now, when you go just go somewhere, go talk, say, oh, we are not a sovereign nation. Then it becomes like magic, my brother. I'm gonna take them easy now. You know they work like that. You understand? The Court of Appeal acknowledged these laxities, but it still went ahead to dismiss our appeal on the quiet premise that national security is an exception to the provisions of the Constitution. On then wonders wherein lies the national security risk posed by IPOB in 2017 that warranted the flagrant breach of the Constitution that in its intent and effect discriminatorily targeted the Igbo as a whole. To be sure, the Constitution laid down a process to be strictly followed before any provision of the Constitution is suspended for the sake of national security. But in this case, the process was not followed at all. So the IPOB now is explaining that the due process in which this proscription of 18 is supposed to be, followed was not, duly established. So therefore, they no agree. So if a case is done with in an appeal court, which other court can now, judge this matter? Because when the Supreme Court in Abuja ruled that IPOB is a terror group and all that, then IPOB took the case up and went to the appeal court, which is where you appeal a case that you disagree with, and that should be the final kind of. But now the appeal court that where IPOB ran to have, said that no, or we stand with the Supreme Court. No beauty lobby that. For the avoidance of doubt, the Court of Appeal decision will hardly have any prejudicial effect on Nnamdi Kanu's main case, because the decision is not final and we are heading to the Supreme Court, which is by law the final arbiter. Supreme Court. Okay, it was High Court that, proscribed IPOB, supported by the appeal court. So IPOB now will now head to the Supreme Court to, appeal finally to say, no, we did not agree. So let me ask this question. What if the Supreme Court, you already know, okay, for example, all the things we have seen so far, a lot of Nigerians now doesn't believe that there is justice. You understand? To get justice now for Nigeria, now by connection. You see. So now that justice is difficult, even before Dick and Tom, everybody they see. How is IPOB sure that the Supreme Court is going to rule in their favor? How is IPOB? How sure is IPOB in this matter? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. You see, IPOB, wahala dey. May God help his people. All right. So meanwhile, Afenifere has called for the release of the IPOB leader, which is Nnamdi Kanu, right here. And this is Afenifere leader. Let me play his video so you guys can hear. But before I do that, very quickly, no time to waste time. In case you want send money go Nigeria, because don't forget to use tap send. They mandate that money go Nigeria, go meet our brothers and sisters. May they take the jollificate, say na weekend or next week or anytime. All you have to do for me is just to use my promo code. Now you are not using it for free, because some people I know say, they say, this boy will not go give and we will not go do and make it for no get money. I beg. No be only me the benefit. It is mutual. So if you use this my promo code, they send this money. Listen, no, no, they carry hatred go far, because me I no hate anybody. They are going to give you £15 for people waiting for UK. Those people waiting for Europe, where they use euro, now 15 euros, now they go give you. Then those people waiting for Canada and USA, they'll give you $30. You understand? On top of the money that you are sending. People waiting for Dubai side, like saying 75 AED, 9 they go add on top of your money, so you have nothing to lose. And your first transaction is very free. You don't go collect shishi. You understand? Even for your iPhone, you can download it from your App Store. For your Android phone, it is on Google Play Store. So don't waste time today. Use my promo code on tap to get all the bonuses that you deserve as our viewer here. If you have viewed this video, then you deserve something. All right, let us listen to Afenifere on his call for Nnamdi Kanu's release.
Nnamdi Kanu, the release of Nnamdi Kanu, as such, that could bring about national reconciliation. We actually do not want it to be seen as a political issue. Any moment from now, maybe in the next 6 months or thereabouts, you will see politicians begin to discuss 2027 and thereabout. And so we feel that it is very important at this time, because there is no way you will discuss issue of security in this country, issue of national reconciliation, issue of southeast of Nigeria without the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. So we feel that, yes, there is no useful purpose for his detention. Detaining Nnamdi Kanu up till now will not serve Nigeria any useful purpose. By releasing him will go a long way to calm down the free nerves in the country, and for us to have, well, in Nigeria, well, everybody, at least we have a better sense of belonging. If anybody just feel at this time that there is no need for federal government continuing to, in fact, I wouldn't know whether there was any need to have even detained him in the first place, particularly for this long.
All right, I don't hear from Afenifere there, right there, where they are calling for the release of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Make una let me know with you on the reason follow this matter. If you are watching our videos, please watch it with a clear conscience. Watch it normally. Don't watch it with a biased mind, because that is where the problem lies. When you tell people the truth, they tend to misunderstand it, misquote it, and even call you a saboteur that they will buy you. Those are the things that even brought about all this proscription. A lot of threats going on recently. If you go online and see the kind of things going on there, my brother, you will weep. You understand? So I just make I tell us so everybody can be aware. Nobody will know like better thing. Nobody will know we like how Nigeria take day. Anybody where they tell you say he like how Nigeria take day. Now politicians, even some of the politicians are not happy with the way things are going. That waiting with this man, Chibika Amechi, that man, I can tell you that he's not happy with the way things are going. But what will he do? He needs to survive now. So since he don't reach that level, he's still there. But the two align with government, but he go come and come expose them. If they use style, they tell you, but you not go understand. So I just to make I tell us waiting they happen. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. And please do share this video to others. Make everybody follow suit and know what's going on. Thank you and God bless you. Don't forget to contact these people here at eHerbal Solution in case you have any health issues. They have all the medicine that you can, use to cure yourself. No matter where you are in the world, they have branches worldwide. Thank you and call the numbers.